See, that's the only thing I don't like is when I have this mic on. Let's start this here. Alright guys, welcome back. We're just doing a little morning bike ride here, testing out the DJI Mic Mini. If you watched the last video, you'll know that the audio in it was super choppy, but it was like digital choppy. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't from the wind, I don't think. I think it was just digital. And what happened is I pulled my mic right out of the box off the truck from UPS, and I just threw it on the connected to the camera and went for a test drive. What I didn't do was updated it all, so I'm thinking that it was just a firmware issue, because after I downloaded the app and updated the firmware on it, I reconnected it to the camera, and it seems to have fixed the issue. But that was just I just did like a 15-second test in the house and played it back while I was talking to it. So I figured, well, let's get out here. It's 6:30 in the morning on Saturday, sun's shining. It's a little cool out, but let's give it a shot. Give it a shot in some windy conditions again, because all the testing that I saw of this thing online, it looked like it worked pretty good in these windy conditions. And I got it mounted to the brim of my hat again. I could mount it to my chest, but I got my backpack strap plus the GoPro mounted there, so it's just not really a good spot to mount it. I'll be kind of honest with you, I was a little sluggish getting out of bed this morning. I had a rough week at work, just mentally taxing. So my buddy happened to be around, so him and I went out, and there was a wildfire in the area. So we went and sat up on top of a overlook and watched the water bombers and the helicopters dumping water on the thing for a couple hours, and sat there and drank a couple of beers, and went to the bar after and had a couple more beers. Didn't get crazy by any means. I think I was home by 8:30, in bed by, I don't know, 9 o'clock. So I got to bed early. The only problem is I haven't had any alcohol in about 3 weeks, which is really good. Happy about that. So I had some beers last night, and I don't know about you, but anytime I drink, you wake up and got that little bit of brain fog and all of that, which I'm guessing most people do, especially if you're like me and you're in your 30s. So I was kind of just rolling around. I got up, I drank some coffee, and sitting there and like, you know, I just gotta get up and go for a bike ride just to get the blood pumping and clean the system out a little bit. So that's what we're out here doing, and it is working. Beautiful morning for it. I mean, just a little chilly. You can tell it's still spring and not summer yet, because it's just a little bit of a bite. A little bit of a bite in the air. It's not that warm summer breeze yet. So we're actually coming into the Gilbert OHV park here. This is actually a pretty big draw for tourism here. A lot of people come up over the course of the summer to ride it, which isn't for me. I've got my side-by-side and I love riding, but I don't like coming to this park myself. That's probably just because I live here and I can go here whenever I want. But the type of riding you're doing here is like, you know, it's more of a I don't know, sport type riding. It's a little rocky, it's rough. I mean, it's fun if you're into that kind of riding. This is a great place to go. But for me, I'm more of a trail rider. Just cruise around and, you know, maybe go somewhere for lunch. That's more what I enjoy doing. Go explore some stuff. I tell you what though, if this park was here when I was a kid, I would have had a field day. So I loved doing that when I was a kid, but as I get older, I just like going a nice reasonable speed. Nice reasonable speed and exploring, checking stuff out. I like going this way on the Choppy trail. I actually prefer going the other way, so I was really disappointed. I went and checked that out first, but it was closed because of the wildfire. I like that way a lot better. I mean, this is cool. There's some scenic views here, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of in the lowlands. And then you'll see when we get up to this area eventually, like you start going through a swamp. And it's a pretty cool, I mean, they built like a big, well, you'll see it. There's like a big boardwalk across this lake. And it's fun. It's just, I don't really know how to describe it. It's fun, but the environment isn't my favorite environment for a bike ride. I like going the other way better. I like being more around, you know, open bodies of water. You know, they say Minnesota's the land of 10,000 lakes, and I guarantee there are 10,000 lakes, but out of that 10,000, probably 6,000 of them are shallow swamps that are just mosquito infested. Off to the left here, we got the ATV trail, which they put that in, I don't know, a couple of years ago now, 2-3 years ago. I actually bid on it for work, but we didn't get it. That thing's great. It's a connector trail from Gilbert to Biwabic. And it's super nice. I mean, because when I was a little younger, all my buddies and I, we all had four-wheelers and side-by-sides, and be out riding, and you're trying to get in between Gilbert and Biwabic, and there wasn't a good way to do it. So you're taking roads, and I mean, that's legal here. County roads, it's legal to ride ATVs on. There's some stipulations to it, but it's legal. And it just kind of wasn't great. You know, when you go out on an ATV, you don't want to just be riding road the whole time. That kind of defeats the purpose of an ATV. So when they put the trail in, connector trail, it connected pretty much all of the central Iron Range to the East Range. So there's a whole corridor of trails now that you can go through. You can actually go all the way up to, you could make it all the way to the North Shore of Minnesota if you wanted to. It'd be a long ride. And there's definitely some spots in there where you gotta cut across and hit roads, but it's a nice trail system. The only problem is it's so new. Like, they got done building it, and after it got built, it just got used like crazy. The problem is nobody had the money or the equipment yet to maintain the trail network. It's like, it was really nice for the first 2 months, then just got the shit beat out of it, and nobody's in there maintaining it, which if I had the time or the money, I would certainly volunteer to do it, but I have neither of those things. Go in there and just put some material down throughout the year, a little class 5 or gravel, just to smooth it out. Because I mean, that's how all those trails get nice over time. You can build them really nice the first time, but it takes a while for it all to set in. It's not a one and done sort of deal. We are cruising. So this is the old part of the trail network here. This has been in here for, I don't know, 15 years now, maybe 20. And I'm actually pretty impressed with how well the blacktop is held up. There's another trail section. It goes from Gilbert to Eveleth. And that's like the oldest part. I remember when they put that in, I think I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, so that would have been 25 years ago. And it was awesome. We'd bike it and ride it and do all that. And then when I just got this bike last year, it's the first time I've been down it in probably 20 years. And I ride down the thing and it is just destroyed. Absolutely no maintenance, that thing, over the last 20 years. It was pretty sad. I got down there. I mean, there's potholes the size of Volkswagens. just chunks out. They got cones out, which sucks because I mean it was such a nice trail network. Well, we're cruising. 70% battery. That's the first time I've gotten it this low this year, I think. Yeah, that ride the other way that I did in the last two videos, that's a much shorter run, I think. Much easier run too. That's good though. I hate not getting this battery down because I don't know if it's true or not, but they always said that batteries have a memory. Now this might have just been for the old lead acid batteries, it might not be for the new lithium batteries, but they said batteries had a memory on them, and if you would only bring them down to like 50% life and then charge them up all the time, after doing that for a while, that battery, that 50% was now actually the 100%. So it wouldn't get any, you wouldn't get any more use out of it, so you always wanted to run them down to 0%. Or 5% or something, and then charge it back up. And again, that was 20 years ago. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but in my mind it kind of still is. And I have not done that with this bike, I'll tell you right now. That's with the extended life. I got the 750 watt motor in it and the extended range battery, and I have not maxed this thing out yet. I've watched plenty of people do it online, just haven't done it myself. One of these days I will. Well, I gotta do this more if I have some drinks. If I have some drinks on a Friday night this summer, I just gotta get out and go for a bike ride in the morning. The fresh air and the exercise is really doing it. But I'm not that motivated enough where I'm still gonna cheat and use the thumb pedal going up this hill. I know that. Picnic table in here. So this part of the trail is really new. I think they just finished it last year, like officially opened it. You can see the blacktop's all nice and smooth yet. This is pretty cool. So up on the Iron Range, I mean it's the Iron Range for a reason, right? We've been mining for well over 100 years, and a lot of what you're seeing right now, these are actually old mine dumps. So when they started mining, you have overburden, which is any material that you can't get iron ore out of. What they would do is they would pile it up into these big berms, and I mean it's so long. I mean you can see we're riding on top of one right now. The amount of earth that they move while mining is absolutely incredible. One of these days I'll bring you up on the overlook where they put an OHV trail in. Show you. I've got some drone footage of it hanging around somewhere too. One of these days I'll do some editing and post some stuff. I'll be completely honest with you. Like I said, this is my testing YouTube channel, right? Like I'm just out here, I'm testing the gear, testing the style, just learning it, figuring it out. And this summer, because I mean being that we're in Minnesota, right, I got like maybe 5-6 months of good weather. So that's getting out, going on bike rides, going on side-by-side rides, doing whatever. So in this 6 months, I gotta try and get as much footage as I can for my other YouTube channel. So I'm trying to grow that thing and just kind of hammer it out. So like, I have a feeling what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get just an absolute ton of footage, but I'm not necessarily gonna edit and post a ton of it, like all of it. And then this winter, once it's shitty weather and you can't get outside, I'll edit just a ton of it, make some different cuts and do different things. I just like this spot, it's kind of cool. This big swooping U-turn around it. I've built lots of bike trails myself in my career, and they're kind of a pain to build, but once you figure it out, I like building them now. They're nice jobs. But there's definitely just so many little nuances to it. Like when you're building a bike trail, you can't get big equipment in there, so you have to get smaller, specialized stuff. And Minnesota definitely has, especially northern Minnesota, I mean, we have one of the best bike trail networks in the nation, I think. So if you're looking to go biking somewhere, maybe the Iron Range is somewhere you might want to check out. Because you can go all the way from, I think, Giants Ridge or Aurora. So you can go all the way from Giants Ridge, which is over in Biwabic, look it up on a map. And from there, you can go all the way over to Grand Rapids, which by bike, by the trail, if I had to just take a stab at it, I'd say is 80 to 100 miles of biking, all paved bike trail. Go through multiple towns along the way. I've never done it myself. One day this summer, I think what I'll do is I'll go from Gilbert, I'll go all the way through Virginia. I'll probably go, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I think the extended range on this bike is like 55 miles, but that's only if you're in like we're in sport mode right now. So if I go down to tour and eco, so I think that 55 miles is in either eco or tour. And I am not in good enough shape to run that the whole time. Maybe one day this summer, but definitely not right now. So I like riding in sport, which is the middle of the road. Still get some decent exercise, but I'm not killing myself. And so on that, I'm thinking the range is probably something more like 20 to 30 miles maybe. Let's see here. Oh, that's my blinker. So this just goes to show you how little I even know about this thing. There we go. Trip time 22. So yeah, we went 7 miles already at 70%. I don't think this was 100% charged because it dropped down pretty quick. Let's just say it was though. I'm at 7 miles, that's 30%. So you multiply that by 3 roughly, so it'd be 21 miles. Yeah, 21 miles. Yeah, I've only put 118 miles on this thing. I figured I'd put more on. I know I've made this trip before, and I go all the way to Biwabic, and it's like, by the time I get back, if I had to guess, I'm at like 40% or something. I've got maybe another mile to go to Biwabic. It's good to see I got my no hands abilities coming back. When I first started riding this again last summer, I tried doing it and I was like, holy crap. Slow down here, I can just see myself absolutely eating shit going through this. Long straight stretch coming through here. Yeah, so when I had my other GoPro, or I still have it, it's in my backpack right now, my Max with the 360, as soon as this trail opened up, I actually came through here and had it mounted to the back of the bike, and got a 360 video of this whole run. Then I uploaded it to Mapillary, so it's actually mapped like Google Street View style map on Mapillary if you actually wanted to look at it. Right around Gilbert, Minnesota. You know, the biggest thing that I always get used to when I'm riding this bike is my butt really hurts the first few times that I do it. And I think I have the upgraded seat already, which is concerning to me. So my butt hurts with the nice seat. I can only imagine how bad it would be with the bad seat. I probably shouldn't be out here doing this because I got to go up on a roof in about 2 hours. My legs will be all wore out and sore, but you know, we're committed at this point. flat stretch. If we go all the way to top gear and I just go nice, easy pedaling in sport mode, 22 miles an hour, seems to be the sweet spot. And we're coming up on this boardwalk, I know we are. We're getting close. We're getting close. I'll be curious to see how the audio sounds in this. Got this tested out, kind of helped my dad with the roof. So it kind of eats up a good part of my Saturday. Maybe if, just kind of spitballing here, but maybe if I got time after that, because he doesn't think that's going to take long. But that's if he's actually ready for me. Maybe if we do that and I get out of there around noon or something, maybe I can fire up the camera on the tractor and see if I can get some footage there. Because that's really what I got this mic for, was being able to do like, some other channels kind of like homesteading. It's not homesteading, it's just kind of like homesteading, if that makes sense. It's more like property development and land management and stuff like that, because we got some acreage. And I got this to kind of be able to work and talk at the same time. See how this sounds on that microphone, because it is loud when I'm riding across it. So I could go all the way into town, which it's not too much farther, but I think I'm just going to turn around here, because once you get into town there's really nothing there. There's like a small picnic table that I'll ride to, and then I stop and sit and take a break. But I think right now we're just going to go back this way. What we're going to do is we're going to stop on this bridge and get a thumbnail picture. So if you've watched the video and stayed this long, it's because of this picture I'm about to take and post as a thumbnail. You decided to click. So we'll see what happens. Stop here. Yeah, this is kind of a fun spot. If you see out here, all this, it's all just starting to come in now. It's just getting warm enough. Just getting warm enough to start coming in. This is all aluminum. What I should do is I should like take the camera off, mount it on here, ride back that way, and then get a shot of me riding this way. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try that. First we're gonna get a thumbnail picture. I'm not a very good photographer here either, so you know, if you got any tips or tricks, feel free to leave them in the comment section. So then we're gonna stop there. Well, I don't know if I want to do that because of my mic. You know what I'll do is I'll take my hat off. I don't want to take my hat off. I'll take the mic off. I'll leave it here so that it doesn't disconnect from the bike. Or I could just leave it on and do like an audio test of it. It's not going that far. So, let's see what we got for a mount. Kind of thinking this one. If it'll go big enough. I know it said it'll go to 2-inch, but that's round tubing and this is square tubing. Let's see if she'll go. Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta force her a little bit, but that, it went. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Got the sun at the back. All right, we're gonna stop recording, throw this on there. Kind of living life dangerously here, right on the edge of this water. If I drop something, we ain't getting it back. Maybe like right this. Okay, so we're trying this. Oh, I don't see the mic anymore. Did my mic die? Nope, mic is still on. It's interesting. So we're going to stop recording and text. So I'm sitting here getting set up, ready to take this shot. Go to check the mic, and I'm pretty sure the mic has been disconnected like this whole time. Connected to my phone. So I'm gonna go into my phone while I'm sitting here. You know what? I turned the Bluetooth off. I'm gonna disconnect it, but since I'm connected right now, I'm not gonna do anything with my phone. I'm just gonna leave it alone, which is irritating because I just talked the whole way here. So maybe I'll try it after. So let's get this shot. See what happens. Okay, so the mic's still connected. Holy crap, it's still connected. That's the only problem. This thing is tough to turn around sometimes. Alright, we're going to do a no talking cut here. Just me riding by. Lowered it. Lowered the camera all the way down to the bottom. Okay, started it. I can see the mic thing going on the bottom of the screen. Looks like the DJI mic is connected. We're recording. It's good. See, this is why I'm doing this channel. It's literally just learning. I learned something there. And what I learned was, make sure you shut your Bluetooth off on your phone when you're connecting the DJI Mic Mini to the camera. Because I don't know if anything of what I said on the last part of that ride got recorded over the mic, the internal mic on the GoPro, or the Mic Mini. Looking for zippers, they're up at the top. Because it had connected to my phone, so it was connected to the Quick app. So I shut the Bluetooth off on my phone, so that should alleviate that issue. So now, on the ride back, we're finally going to hopefully get the non-clipping audio test of the DJI Mic Mini on the GoPro. And see, this is all the crap that, like, you can watch all those YouTube channels, like, oh, testing it out on the bike and doing all this stuff. And it's like, if you're just a newbie like me, yeah, they show you, oh, it works good, but they don't run you through all the other stupid little bullshit that you have to figure out to do it. Like, that's what I hate about all these YouTube channels, is that they're in there and they show you the highlight reels and they do this and they do that. And I get it, it's for attention. But like for a guy like me, I'm gonna go into depth. And like if there was a video like that, oh look at that, the swan over there, flying. A guy like me, I'll watch an hour-long, 2-hour-long video if it actually like went into depth on all this stuff, went through all the little things. Like somebody should have told me, hey, when you get the mic, first thing you want to do is connect it to your phone, download this app, update the firmware, because otherwise it could cause issues XYZ. Next issue is, okay, when you're connecting it to the GoPro, like, shut off the Bluetooth on your phone if you connect it to the Quick app, because if you connect to the Quick app with your phone, it'll disconnect the mic itself. It's all these little things that, like, you don't know until you do it, which is the whole purpose of this whole YouTube channel here. Well, there's two things. First of all, I just wanted to record it while I'm riding around my bike. Can't post on the main channel, because otherwise the algorithm will screw up. Second is to test and learn all this crap. My wife got me this for Christmas. I love this thing. I've always wanted to be like a big gear guy, have all this nice gear, nice backpack and everything organized. And I'm getting closer, you know what I mean? I'm getting closer. But I wanted to do it when I was younger, but there was absolutely no way in hell in my 20s, when I was still a single guy running around being an idiot on the weekends, that I was gonna be able to keep it organized or take care of any of it. So, now that I'm in my 30s and I've settled down quite a bit, I mean, let's be honest, if I was in my 20s and I was drinking with my buddies on Friday night, there's no way I would have been up at 6 in the morning out biking. But we're going to point the camera down, just check, make sure the mic is still good. Oh yeah, we're still recording, we're good. Come back up. Again, so I'm going to go through the settings here. And what's going on right now is I have got GoPro Hero 13 Black, Bluetooth connected, internal Bluetooth connected to the DJI Mic Mini, and I'm on the Hyperview lens setting on 4K. Because the reason I went with Hyperview is I went with wide the first time I did this, and all you could see was right here. You couldn't see up and anything like that. So the Hyperview seems to do that. Superview might. I should try Superview next and see what that turns out like. Because if I could get away with Superview, it'd be much better than Hyperview in my opinion, because you start getting that distortion. And I don't know, maybe it's an issue, maybe it's not. It's like once I have a little more money, I'll definitely buy the ND filters, because everything that I've researched says that you want that. And I'm thinking especially for like this winter when I'm trying to film in snow conditions, where if it's a sunny day like this in the winter, I mean you're blinded from the snow blindness. But we better turn around and head back. A couple of reasons. First of all, it is 7:30. I gotta get heading to go do some roof repairs. Next reason is we were down to 60% battery life on the bike, and I'm pretty sure the GoPro is down to about 50 or 60% too, which the GoPro isn't a big deal. I got 2 extra batteries in the backpack for that. You know what, I better stop and check. You know what I noticed yesterday or the day before, last time I went on a bike ride, I opened up the bag to get stuff out of it, and then I didn't zip all the compartments. So we're just gonna double check. Thankfully I didn't lose anything last time, but I don't really want to take that chance. I'll clip these just so they're not floating around in the wind. I don't need to tighten them, I don't think. I like this backpack though. It's like a tactical 511 or something. Works good for this. I'm also a big fan of the color black, if you haven't noticed. Black bike, black hat, black sweatshirt, black phone. If they had a black electric bike, I would have got that too, but this green is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. So I got 10.6 miles on the trip. I'm guessing that means we probably got about 10 miles to get home. 60% battery life. So we'll pedal most of the way just to be safe, but I'm guessing when we get back I'm probably only going to be down to like 40%. I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna upload this whole video like unedited. Like I'll just clip all the clips together, upload the whole thing. Screw it, you know, that's the whole point of this channel, is to just show everything in the testing phase, not leave a bunch of stuff behind. I can't tell if the wind is picking up or if it's just because I'm going through this lowland tunnel, but I was pretty comfortable when we were back on that bridge. It was a little chilly on the initial ride in, but now that the wind's hitting me in the face again, it's I'm feeling it. No doubt about that. Trying to get home, what I better do, God, I don't even want to do that though, because I'd like to upload all this footage to the cloud since I got GoPro subscription, because I got it for free when I got the camera, which honestly I'm using it more, and as long as I stay consistent on this, I'll probably pay for it next year, just because the unlimited storage is so worth it, because video eats up so much storage. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to buy another hard drive pretty soon. Like I think I've got 3 terabytes of hard drive space. And, oh no, that wind is definitely picking up. I got 3 terabytes of hard drive space. And I know I'm filling it up super fast. So especially like a video like this, I'm guessing is going to probably be like 60 gigs, 70 gigs big. Like, I'm hoping I don't run out of storage on the GoPro itself before I get home. Mainly because I just want to test out this mic some more. Because I have not got a good test of the damn mic yet. Between it disconnecting and connecting to my phone and not having the updated firmware. I mean, that's the whole purpose of this. It's not what I don't go get into the tractor, think everything's good for my main channel, record a video, get back, realize that there's absolutely zero audio, and I was just talking to myself in the cab of the tractor like a crazy man. I feel so much better. I'm so glad I took this trip though. This little bike trip this morning. Just get out, get a little exercise, clear my head. Like I said, it was just a rough week at work. I mean, mentally taxing. I'm not going to go into the specifics of it, but it's just, if you have to deal with people as part of your job, if you're like a manager, I mean, you tell me, but I think that's like the worst part of the job. It can be the best sometimes, but a lot of times for me it's the worst, because it's like, you're just constantly dealing with people issues. Like, people just don't want to do their job. And you got to sit there and you got to try and coax them into it. And it's just, oh, it's just ridiculous. And it's only getting worse. And the worst part is I'm doing it with, you know, I got 40 or 50-year-old men here that I have to get into an argument with because they don't want to do their job, and they try and give a million reasons why they don't think they should have to. And then at the end of the year, they all want bonuses. But they didn't do their job, and they already got paid for it once. God, it's just ridiculous. I could rant about that forever. Well, 50% battery life. Hopefully we make her. Yeah, I should be fine. Not too much uphill. You know, that's the only thing I don't like about this XP4 though, is I shouldn't say the only thing, but it's one of the big things, is you can't lean that much because the pedals are so low. Which, I mean, the reason I got the folding one and not the regular one was if I ever wanted to like take it somewhere, just makes it easier for travel, which I haven't done yet. I'd really like to get my wife one, but you know, I can't justify spending another $1,500 right now. I'd like to go, you know, take a weekend trip somewhere, or take a day trip somewhere and go bike around. Like, that'd be a lot of fun. But like I said, I can't justify spending $1,400 on another bike. And you can't get her the shorter range model. Then if you go on a ride somewhere together, it's like, oh, she can only go 20 miles and I can go 30 or whatever it is. It's like I said, I've built so many miles of bike trail. It's all up on the North Shore of Minnesota. If you ever go up the North Shore of Minnesota and are riding the bike trail, there's a 99% chance that you're riding on a bike trail that I built. I gotta get something to eat, get something in my stomach. Ooh, see? I don't know if you heard that or not. That was the pedal scraping against the ground, and I wasn't even leaning that hard. So I can't have nice things. Oh, I was like, what's that noise? There's a train down here, though. Transporting taconite pellets. This is a problem. Now I don't want to talk on the way back because I talked the entire way there and the mic wasn't even working. See what happened here? You know, that's so much wider. Paver couldn't suck the wings in when they were paving it, so I got a way wider trail here, which is nice. But I'm sure the DNR yelled at him when they did it. "Well, the trail's not supposed to be that wide. We're not paying for that." Gilbert. Ooh, 40%. We're getting down there. This thing must not have been at full charge. I've never been this low. Only 13.6 miles. God, I'm trying to remember. I'm starting to think. I think I went for a ride. On Thursday. And I did not charge it afterwards. That would be why. I went for probably a 10-mile ride on Thursday. That's got to be the explanation, because there's no other reason I'd be this low on battery already. And the explanation as to why it dropped so fast when I left home, because normally it'll, you know, that first 100% down to 90% happen in a couple of miles, but drop all the way down to 70%. That's pretty, that was a pretty quick drop there. Which is good. I wanted to burn this battery down anyways. I better save some battery though, so when I get back into town I don't have to pedal up all the hills dead. Get out of the way, bird! Get out of the way! I hate this stretch right along the highway. It always feels like people are looking at me, which I know they are. I don't know why. Maybe I'll stop caring about that when I get older. It is windier than crap right now. This is a great wind test for that mic. I mean, between me just cruising, I can barely hear myself talk. Burned off what little bits of a hangover I had. There's no doubt about that though. tour mode maybe. Save a little battery. Eh, screw that. Don't have enough miles on yet, and I'm not in good enough shape to be doing that yet. Getting a workout in this morning. Oh. Can't remember if there's a bench up here or not. If there is, I'm gonna stop. Beautiful morning for this though. Beautiful morning. This XP4 is definitely a paved surface bike. Even when you hit those little bumps on the pavement, it's not great. I always like these cedar stands. Curious to know if the battery on the GoPro is gonna last. Oh yeah, we're still recording. Thing's got to be getting down there though. Ooh. Oh yeah, the battery's getting low because that ain't a lot of juice coming up the hill on the thumb. I'm going to be right at the wire getting home. Jeep over there, getting ready to go riding for the day. I got two Jeeps over in the parking lot. I got these solar panels. I always get a kick out of solar panels in northern Minnesota because it's like right now they're working, but in the dead of winter, I shouldn't even say the dead of winter, probably say from like November until March. Yeah, probably April. Those things can't produce crap for electricity. Which, I mean, I'm all about solar. Wind, that's a scam. I can feel less and less power getting to that motor. Which sucks, because I got an uphill trek coming right at the end. Normally I just kind of cheat and throttle it out, but I don't know if that's going to be the case today. That's what gears are for, right? Yeah, this thing absolutely had to not be at full charge when I took it. Mine pit over there, if you can see. Yeah, it's crazy. It goes from looking like that, where it's like, oh my god, you strip mined it, it looks like crap. But where we are right now is an old mine pit. I mean, we're literally on top of the overburden piles. Looks like the world's starting to wake up. Another Jeep off to the left, Orange V Trail. I like getting out early like that. Get moving before the rest of the world wakes up. It's peaceful. It's nice. I actually got going a little later than I wanted to. I would have liked to get out at 5:30, but a little groggy. I'm gonna go down to tour just to make sure we got enough battery to get up the hill. Because we are getting close. Oh, 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 I feel it in my bones. Long range my ass. 17 miles. What battery's gonna die first, the bike or the GoPro? The lack of power in this battery is so noticeable once you get down under 40%. Wow, I have not noticed that before. %, you just gotta make it like 5 blocks. think it's lying to me. I don't think there's 20% in here. I'm real worried we ain't gonna make it up the hill. Now I'm gonna be pedaling. Which we made it this far at least. So that's good. Oh. We're gonna go to turbo, see if there's any juice left in this thing. The answer is no. Just a few blocks. That's all you gotta make it. Alright, this is it. This is the test. 20% battery life in turbo. Got the last 2 blocks to make it up the hill. Let's see if the throttle can even get me. The answer is it cannot. But we still got some push left in her. Whew. One block. I can see the finish line. Oh, we're right there. We're right there. We made her. No way there's 20% left in this battery. Oh, I think that's about as far as I've pushed that thing. Oh. Oh. The GoPro did better. 15% on the GoPro. So the GoPro wins over the electric. But to be fair, electric didn't have full charge. Alright. See you on the next one.